Alright, I'm back. I decided to stop.
Atlas is in good hands. Knight Shin's trained us well.
I had to stop by my house again just to drop some crap off.
Shin has it out for me.
Night Shin.
Please make sure to fill out your rash quest. And no, we will not be accommodating aversion to mutated produce. All produce is mutated now. You're here. Good. To review the current situation, one of our patrols located a cache of dangerous weapons in a raider storeroom. Stolen Brotherhood weapons, no less. Your assignment is to secure the storeroom for the Brotherhood, and the weapons along with it. I'll put together a squad and meet you there. But given the situation, it's imperative you arrive there as soon as possible. Any questions, Initiate?
Plenty? What weapons are we talking about again? Why do you care much about these weapons?
Care? Are you insinuating this is a personal matter? I am carrying out the Brotherhood's mission. The reason our logo is on those weapons is because we swore to keep them out of civilian hands. Now it's time to fix our mistake.
How should we handle the raiders?
Paladin Ramani forbids engagement without warning. So, we will attempt to speak to them when we arrive. That being said, the raiders have already made it clear they're determined to be our enemies. Stealing supplies, ambushing patrols, using Brotherhood weapons to terrorize the region. If they are unwilling to cooperate, we will put our foot down. So be prepared for combat.
What weapons are we talking about again?
I should put negligence on your record for asking that question. Lucky for you, I don't have the time. If you can recall your last assignment, it had to do with putting down a rabid den of Blood Eagles in possession of military-grade rocket launchers. The same kind of rocket launchers were discovered in the possession of some raiders from Crater. Needless to say, that's a problem, and we are going to fix it.
Huh?
There they are. What are y'all doing over there?
They're sleeping. Sorry about that. My family member came in, was looking for the cats. I'll secure the storeroom.
One last thing. We need to confirm the weapon's source. I find it unlikely the raiders will be willing to talk until after we send them a very clear message. If any of them are still alive after that, we can question them. But priority one is securing the weapons they already have. That will be all. Dismissed.
Very well. Just makeshift map update, makeshift vault.
Stay on your toes. The wasteland is merciless.
Are you serious? Alright, I'll be right back as soon as I'm there. Alright, I'm back and I'm closing in on the location. Is that a red storm or it's just a storm? I think it's just a storm, knock on wood. There, knocked on wood.
Well, looks like we have a visitor. Did the Brotherhood send you? Didn't know they were working with run-of-the-mill average wastelanders. Thought they wanted you strapped into one of those tin cans round the clock. It's wrong of me to judge by appearances, though. Why don't you introduce yourself?
Brotherhood, yeah. Here to claim this property.
That's so. You got a deed to go with that claim? 'Cause, we're not gonna sign it.
This vault and all material goods within are hereby under possession of the Brotherhood of Steel. This requisition will aid us in the preservation of technology and the protection of mankind. Your compliance will ensure your safety.
You know, I'm interested in hearing more about this protection of mankind business. I suppose killing a few no-good raiders is an easy price to pay for the benefit this measly little vault will provide for us as a species. Is that it?
I repeat, your compliance will ensure your safety. Not that I'd expect a simple-minded brute to understand.
Resorting to name-calling already. I have to say, I'm disappointed. Thought I'd be able to speak to someone civilized from a big-shot organization like yours. What about you, Forward Scout? Think we can work this one out? Or are your underpants in as tight of a bunch as Mr. Compliance over there?
You don't begin any from this key, even the storeroom. Do you really want to sacrifice lives here? We have a positive energy. Give it up. Yeah.
Who's to say we don't have that whole platform you're standing on rigged to blow?
I'll call your bluff. You didn't expect us to come.
Alright, I'll admit, this is a serious oversight on my part. Should have known those initiates who stopped by would have gone crying to their superiors. Humor me on one thing. This place doesn't offer us any strategic leverage over the Brotherhood. If anything, you're gonna waste more resources protecting a place so far away from your home base. So then, it must be the weapons that are important to you. What's so special about these rocket launchers that a top-ranking member would come to collect them himself?
I don't know how you became aware of our internal hierarchy, but it's irrelevant to the situation. You will leave the weapons in the vault and disperse. Now.
How about you? Do you seriously take orders from this constipated suit of metal?
I'm afraid so. Let's look at it. I think it's probably what's covered with mistake, but honestly, I don't know anything about the weapon. We don't tolerate thievery. It will look bad.
Big words for someone who just barged in and claimed ownership of our storeroom. I suppose you don't have to follow the rules you apply to everyone else. Is that it? Because you have a righteous cause? That's fine. This story only adds fuel to our fire. We're heading back to Crater. This stash isn't worth it.
Not so fast. Tell us where you got those weapons from.
Ooh, sorry. I don't discuss Raider affairs on Brotherhood territory. If you really want to know, you can come talk to me in Crater. Don't worry. If it's only one of you, we don't usually kill on sight. Now let us through.
Yeah.
We completed the first part of our mission.
Why do
You compose yourself in a manner befitting of the Brotherhood. We don't compromise, especially not with raiders. It's clear you understand that. Moving forward, we still need to track down the weapon source. That man appeared to know something. I don't care how you get it out of him, but make sure you get it.
Isn't that what's gonna happen to this place? You seem a little angry, yeah.
I thought the raiders were bad enough before that vile cretin opened his mouth. And we just let him... This is off topic, Initiate. Don't ask me a question like that again.
What's going to happen to this place?
We'll set up some protectrons to guard it, and transfer the weapons back to Fort Atlas. After that, it can be used as an intermediate storehouse for anything our patrols find in the northern part of Appalachia.
You mean you're sending me to Crater? Isn't that dangerous?
Yes, it's dangerous, but not as dangerous as it would be to leave this thread hanging. Our duty as the Brotherhood is to preserve the future of mankind, to be relentless in our removal of threats, present and future. I wouldn't send you on this mission if I didn't think you were capable of coming back alive.
I'll find out what the weapons come
This
from.
is your top priority. The longer we let these weapons spread, the more difficult it will be to track down all of them.
Speak to Pierce at the Crater. I hope you all having a good day. Almost. Hmm. Don't tell me I actually had to fast travel inside the crater. God dang it.
Can't believe they had the nerve to just barge in like that. That knight acts like some kind of righteous savior.
I told you. And they're only gonna get more confident.
I won't let them. Do we have their patrol routes yet? A couple ambushes ought to take them down a notch.
We'll have to discuss this later. We've got a visitor.
So, you really came? Huh. To be honest, I didn't expect the Brotherhood to show its face around here with anything less than a fully armored battalion. Life is just full of surprises, isn't it? So, what can I do for you, oh honorable emissary of steel?
I'm just, make friends. Tell me where the raiders got the weapons.
About that. You and your metal buddies put me in a pretty tight spot back there. There are people here in Crater depending on me. I wasn't sure if I was going to make it back to them. So I prioritized a little bit. Getting home to those people was more important than being completely sincere to a group of heavily armed tyrants. So if you're looking for help with your little weapon problem, you can look somewhere else.
After I spared you?
Don't you think you're being stubborn, Pierce? We have a good little Brotherhood peon here at our disposal. We can make use of that.
We've been over this. There's no compromising with people like the Brotherhood. Give them an inch and they'll take a mile.
We don't know that yet for sure. Besides, everyone has their own motivations. Our visitor might have one worth talking about.
I won't rely on a betrayal to take them down. You should know that. I have nothing left to discuss. I've given you my answer, Initiate. Now for your sake, I'd suggest you don't stick around.
How about a trade
Hey,
then?
you, don't leave yet. I've got something to say.
Very well.
Don't mind Pierce, he's stubborn. Holds too tightly to his morals. I'll tell you about the weapons, but you're gonna need to give me something in return.
Intel and Intel?
Interested?
What is it you want?
I want intel on the Brotherhood. Records, roster, correspondence. You've got people specialized in keeping track of that sort of thing, right? Transfer their data onto this holotape and bring it back to me. Then I'll tell you what you want to know.
Alright, I'm leaving now. And what are you gonna do with that data?
We're not on friendly terms with the Brotherhood. What do you think we're gonna do with it? Don't worry. If the Brotherhood is as powerful as they are confident, then it shouldn't make any difference, right?
How do you know about our scribes?
How do you know about our war room? About that vault where you ambushed Pierce? We have eyes the same way you do. Remember it.
You're ready to betray Pierce like this?
This isn't a betrayal. It's just good business sense.
Alright, I'm leaving now.
Toodles.
Of everywhere we've been, this old place. Anything you need to know?
I need your help with a situation involving raiders.
Raiders, huh? If they're anything like the raiders we've encountered on the expedition route, then my guess is the situation isn't pretty. All right, how can I help?
They have some important information, but are asking for information about us in return.
Mm-hmm. I think I understand. The funny thing about data is you don't know what's real or not. Not unless you gathered it yourself. To be honest, I was working on encrypting my terminal for this kind of situation. So, if anyone accessed it who wasn't supposed to, they would just get false info and none would be the wiser. I didn't finish, but you can still use the fake data I created. Should be clearly labeled in the files. Just, don't select the wrong one. This is the raiders we're talking about. It'd be bad news if they got an advantage on us. Worse, if the Knight found out it was because of me.
I'll be sure to remember that. Great, thank you.
Not a problem. I'm here to help.
Alright, just got... Download terminal data, dummy files.
Robots everywhere, but all standard models. Surely there's something more to discover here.
Don't think too much of it. Yeah, I wasn't gonna give them data on the Brotherhood. That would just be horrible. Plus, the scribe's been very nice to me. Shin, not so much.
My fault for depending on someone. You've got the holotape?
Here it is, loaded with Brotherhood intel.
Good. Thanks. The weapons don't have one source. Some of them we looted off a group of unfortunate settlers. We've also traded them among ourselves. Some old friends visited Crater a while back wielding that firepower, claiming they earned it in a fight. They were bragging about it till the day they left. Said they sent some big armored folks running. I can't confirm that the losers were Brotherhood, but that was your logo on the side of those weapons, wasn't it? Doesn't matter to me. Now, I told you what I know. With any luck, we won't talk again.
That's all I wanted to know. You mean the Settlers Foundation had them too?
Yep. They may or may not have more, but they've definitely come in contact with them.
The raiders you got, where'd they come from?
West. They said they passed through Ohio before coming here. I don't know how much further out they went.
Did you first mention anything else about the fight?
They wouldn't shut up about it, so I learned to tune it out pretty quick. But I do remember them passing around a helmet with a bullet hole through its visor. A trophy from the Fallen.
That's all I wanted to know.
Don't change your mind. This was a one-time offer, and it's one that neither of us will speak of again.
On that we agreed. By the way... I think I got the bear end of the deal. Not what I was wanting to do. I'll head back to Fort Atlas and report back to Night Shin. Who might I say is a bit of a prick. I'm serious. The guy reminds me of Arthur Maxson, but with a stick up his ass. Even though he complimented me, hey, I'm not one to always pick a fight. If I can live peacefully, I will. If not, oh well. Good news, Night Shin.
I hope my next mission is soon. I'm tired of being stuck in Fort Atlas.
Now, you actually gonna turn around and talk to me instead of peering at that power armor, which I wish I had?
I see you returned from Crater. Standing by for your report.
The Raiders got the weapons from 2 sources, possibly more.
That's not what I was hoping to hear. All right. Tell me about the sources.
A group of raiders traveling from the west that they earned in a battle.
I see. And are those raiders still at Crater?
They sound like they were just visiting.
It can't be helped then. We need to focus on Appalachia for the moment.
That's all. What, did you come into contact with those raiders?
Without more information, it's impossible to say. We fought plenty of raider groups across the entire expedition route.
We're just gonna let them go?
I'd like to pursue them as much as you would, Initiate. But those were not our orders from Elder Maxson. We have duties in Appalachia. Ones that we've delayed for long enough as it is.
Can I tell them about the helmet? Nope.
And the other one.
It's not. Some came from the settlers of Foundation.
Foundation 2. This is bad. Worse than I thought. At this rate, all of Appalachia will be toting these rocket launchers. All because of... Forgive me, Initiate. I lost my composure. We need to follow up with Foundation as soon as possible.
So, what are you saying? What caused all this? Yeah.
You don't have clearance for that information, Initiate. Proceed with your report.
Is Foundation really concerned?
Peaceful or not, civilians should not have access to that kind of technology. It's too easy for things to go wrong. Take the Great War as an example. That catastrophe is the inspiration for our mission today.
That's all I had to report on the settlers' source.
So that's everything. That was a thorough report. The Brotherhood appreciates your diligence looking into this matter. Our next step is to deal with Foundation. Paladin Romani already had plans to establish contact, so she'll want to hear about this. No need to expound everything. I'll follow up later with a more detailed report.
There is mention of a knight's helmet. Did someone important die?
A knight's helmet? It must be. 2 other knights embarked with us from the west coast. Knight Thornberry returned partway through the journey. Knight Connors gave his life in honorable service to the Brotherhood. Show the proper respect when asking about him. To think they held onto his helmet like a trophy. It's unforgivable.
How did the Brotherhood lose possession of these weapons in the first place?
That's classified information, Initiate. Not every operation runs perfectly. All you need to know is that we're fixing it.
That's all. That was all. I'll report to Paladin Ramon.
Ad Victorium.
And that does it for this episode. I'd like to thank you for tuning in. Do leave a like, subscribe, comment, share the video. I shall see you in the next episode. Next time. Actually, there's something I want to do first. Well, actually, you know what? I'll hold on to them. I could get the technical documents to her, but not now. Anyway, till next time. Bye-bye.